What's going on, 100 Gang? It's your boy 100 Gang Nate, and today I will be talking about the car behind me, the most hated sports car of all time, the MK5 Supra. Now, you know, if you know me, I could not let y'all hate on this vehicle without me expressing some concern. This vehicle is so hated, and I can't say it's hated for no reason, but damn, y'all hate this car for no reason. Now I'm gonna go down the list of facts, and I'm trying to nail out the reason why this car is hated so much, but I'm also at the same time gonna tell you guys why this car is something to love. And if you like cars like these, go ahead and subscribe to the MOC. That's me, Race Car Friends, Cute and Chaotic, and Blueprint 1LE. Yes, sir. And if you need some merch, it won't hurt. Go to 100gangclothing.com. Hit that subscribe button, and we're gonna get into it. The most hated sports car alive, the MK5. Let's go. Guys, let's just get right into it. This car right here is the most hated sports car of all time. How do I know this? I shortly purchased this vehicle about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and I have not gotten so many hate comments on a vehicle in my life. I did a little bit of research and I found out that this car is so hated, and I can't understand why. But I did a little bit digging and I found out why. So this is the MK5 Toyota GR Supra. It is the predecessor, is that correct? I hope I'm using that correctly. It's the predecessor to the MK4 Supra, the Mach 4 Supra. And I found about a little research, and I found out this vehicle is pretty much hated because people see it as a BMW. Now, when I look out around, I see a lot of BMW symbols. I do see a lot of BMW things going on, a lot of BMW interior. A lot of BMW is just through and through this vehicle. But as I drive this beautiful machine, I see a masterpiece. I dug deep, I did some research, and I found out, I was like, why would people hate this car? Could it be the styling? I mean, the styling is kind of particular taste, but after you live with it for a while, every day it becomes more and more beautiful, at least in my opinion. Could it be the price? It can't be the price because in 1995, the Supra was over $50,000. So the price is about the same. Can it be the engine? We got the B58. It could possibly be the engine because, as we know, the Mach 4 Supra had 2JZ. It was an original Toyota part. So it could be the engine, and it also could be the fact that people are so in love with the MK4 Supra, the one that you see, the orange car that Paul Walker was driving in Fast and Furious, that they just can't move on. And I say it like this, right? It's kind of like old heads. Old heads will always think that Michael Jordan is the best basketball player alive, no matter what. We have a person come down here tomorrow, make 1 million points in one game, and they still will believe that there's nobody greater than Michael Jordan. I feel like the same thing applies with this car. People are so in love with the Mach 4 Supra that they just can't accept the fact that something has come along that may be better, that's challenging it in every way. And what do I mean? I did some research on the engines and I found out, right? And they're both great engines. The 2JZ has a cast iron block, so it can take more boost. It's belt driven, it has thicker piston rings. It's offered with or without a camshaft, and it consistently can produce in the 4 figures in terms of horsepower, reliably. Day in, day out, the 2JZ is a monster. Now with the B58, it's aluminum block, not as dependable, not as strong as the cast iron block, but it saves weight. It has a crankshaft that's chain driven, direct injection. It has wider heads, and it has a lot of power. It has the ability to make a lot of power with minimal modifications in terms of bolt-ons. Now, if you're a big modification person, the 2JZ and the B58, in my opinion, are engines that are great to go with. And the reason why I think this engine right here is reliable is because a lot of people see this car as a BMW, but I don't think so. I think it's a hybrid. I think it's a Toyota and a BMW. I think it's the future. So we got German performance perfected by Japanese detail. When you see this vehicle, Toyota just didn't take the B58 and say, okay, we're gonna throw it in there. No, they took all the pieces. They refined them all, did extensive research, did extensive testing, and then they said, we have to approve this and make sure that it's Toyota standard, and then they put it in the Supra. To me, that is amazing, because whether you like it or not, BMW is a great vehicle, and they produce a lot of power. Now, are they reliable? I don't know. Some would say no, some would say yes. But one thing I do know is that Toyota is reliable, and Toyota didn't put it in its engine until it stamped its approval of reliability. How can you hate this vehicle? I ask myself that every time I drive it. And anybody that's ever driven a MK5 Supra, I've never heard them once ever say that they don't like the vehicle. In fact, I heard that they say they love it more than anything else. So y'all get in the comments and y'all let me know. Is this the most hated sports car of all time? And if so, why do you hate it? Are you a hater? Are you a hater? If you are a hater, it's probably not the channel for you. But if you aren't a hater and you love machinery, I feel like you should subscribe and hang out with us in this channel. And I think it's very important, extremely important for car enthusiasts to come together and celebrate vehicles like this, especially with the 6-speed manual, because we are entering a time of that they're trying to push EV vehicles, electricity all on us, and we need vehicles like these around to help us. Now, do I agree that Toyota should have made their original engine and not have been lazy? Yes, possibly. But we all know in today's time, it's about the bottom line. So Toyota probably didn't want to spend all the money that it would take to produce an engine that would fit in the Toyota Supra that was Toyota made. Now, what would be interesting is in the future, if Toyota brought out an improved version of the 2JZ. Would you guys be interested in that? Do you guys think that car will be as hated? If Toyota made another engine, right? Fully made by Toyota, straight Japan, right? And they put it in the car and they called it a Supra. Do you think that vehicle will be as hated as the MK5, or would it receive the love of the MK4? I honestly feel like no matter what, people will hate it anyway, because like I said, with the Michael Jordan analogy, I feel like some people just can't let go of the old times. And there's nothing against the MK4. I don't have nothing against it. I feel like it's a great, amazing vehicle. Matter of fact, I'm gonna try to find one and buy one if it's reasonable. But we all know they go like 100,000 plus these days. So it's kind of hard to get one. But with that being said, can you let go of the MK4 and move into the vision of the MK5? Me all day is a yes. This car is beautiful, it's fast, it's amazing. It's probably one of the fastest vehicles I've ever owned, and I own the 011 LE, and this car probably gets it from 0 to 100. I'm not sure, but I gotta find a 01 to test out and see. But maybe if you still can't accept the fact that the MK5 is a monster, maybe you're just a hater. Maybe you're just stuck in your ways, and just maybe you're not like us. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that little bit of entertainment with me and my daughters. You know, had to have a little fun with it. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe button. If you've been with the channel, I really appreciate it. And if you like cars like these, go ahead and subscribe to the MOC. That's me, Race Car Friends, Q Chaotic, and Blueprint 1 LE. We back outside once again. We outside. 100GangClothing.com. Go get your merch. It won't hurt, but it will help the channel. Let's go.